First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And now a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
At the 42-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Look in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Another good on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
That's another Vikings 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
3rd down and 14.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll look to throw. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
To kick off for the Vikings.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Here's the 2nd and 7. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gibbs straight ahead. Nifty move. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. 3rd and 5.
Jameer Gibbs. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Another run for Gibbs here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. Needed 5. 3rd down, he winds up getting 7.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is caught by Williams. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jamison Williams from 19 yards away. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down. To go here, 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Lions first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Back to throw here. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Lions have taken the lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, look at that. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Right side to Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 34-yard line.
Finding Williams once more, complete. He'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The 2nd down pass.
The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. It's now 3rd down. And
it's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get it. He's over for a touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First down, Minnesota.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Vikings.
Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the Vikings,
he'll look to throw. That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deebo Samuel, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this 1st half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
ties the game at 21.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now a 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Hope you all had a happy and safe Halloween. Thanks to those of you who dressed up as the Octobox or the Witching Hour for the holiday. But the calendar now reads November, so let's get into the highlights. Our look around the NFL starts now.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions...
Now play fake here on first down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Back to throw here. He'll try to pick it up himself. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll drop the throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Vikings.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. At the Lions.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Number 28. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. A gain of 15. And the Vikings first down.
Back to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Will Riker it on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Lions first down.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
That's interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Handoff down to Gibbs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
2nd and 6. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that will make this a 4-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Minnesota.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
On first down.
Now 2nd and 5.
To Justin Jefferson. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They'll go with the keeper. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First down, Vikings.
One back to the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
He's taken down at the 7th.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 5. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
31. Lions.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
For the Vikings.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
17 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
14 yards.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And they're knocking on the door now as Has a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
And
only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Vikings 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 2. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. This is third and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
It's third down.
Back to throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
The pass on first down. Complete to number 9. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Second down and 3. They'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
7 more yards.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now run by Gibbs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. He'll keep it himself. And they've got it inside the 10 at the end. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Well, he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third and goal.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Bates' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 7, 1:09 to play. And their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Pass complete, Samuel.
The first down.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup.
They'll look to throw.
At the 33-yard line.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
He'll look to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
back to throw.
And 8.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Oh, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Detroit, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.